I think that worked. Okay. That. Mm-hmm. You cut out there. His impersonation of what? Uh-oh. We've lost Corvus, everybody. Yeah, there you go. That sounds better. Every time he said his impersonation of it, and then it just cut out. It's like, that's not good. There you go. Oh my god. So this is no shade. This is no shade at anybody specifically. If you like football, great. Watch football. I had to watch football for 3.5 hours yesterday. I have nothing wrong with the game of football, but oh my god, there were so many commercials, and a lot of them was David Beckham talking about potato chips, and I was just like, I could not care less about whatever the hell is happening on this TV right now, and it was so frustrating. So frustrating. Normal TV commercials and like cable commercials, just I hate it. I hate it so much. And welcome back, everybody. So I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. There's my hate for the day, is commercials. So I get it. I think so. I hope so. But oh my goodness. I started looking it up. I was like, how much commercials are actually on a normal football? And they did this. They did a study that they found. They watched 10 different football games, and only 21 minutes of the 3 hours were actually people playing football, and the rest of it was just like staring at football commentators or commercials. So for 3 hours, it's like 1/6 of football is actually football. I found the cat. They just knocked something over in the other room. Yeah. So that was fun. I had good conversations, had good food. It was a good Thanksgiving. Not a fan of football watching. What was I doing? Ambrosia, hello. Yeah. American football. I actually looked that up too, because that was part of the David Beckham. Maybe it wasn't even David Beckham. It might have been. I don't know sports people. They were talking about let's switch this over so we can actually start the draw and talk about this. They started arguing about soccer and football, and I remember John Oliver saying something about it. I looked it up. Turns out soccer is called soccer because
England.
Because England, yeah, they started the football league, which encompassed what we call soccer and rugby. And so rugby was its own thing, and people started calling soccer because it was association football, and then it just got truncated. Association got truncated to soccer over the years.
Yeah. And
then people just started calling it, because American football is technically called gridiron football, and Americans just stopped using the term gridiron. So you have gridiron football, associated football, and what was rugby?
Wasn't it just not rugby?
It might have just been rugby football. But so technically soccer, all of them are football, and we just use the different
there's another one too, though it's only in
Australia,
Scotland, and Ireland.
Oh, that's right.
Called Gaelic football.
Gaelic football. I read about that. There was something weird about Gaelic football.
Yeah.
It's
like a combo of rugby meets, I won't say soccer, but rugby's already kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, so American football is a combination of rugby and soccer. Like that's
except we can hold the ball.
Yeah. But so really, if you want to really be clear about things, you should be calling rugby, soccer, and American football gridiron. So like those are the three different types of football that exist in Associated International Football League. Yeah. Have fun with that. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to be drawing some rugbies today. Probably be talking about Thanksgiving a bunch. We have a whole bunch of listed suggestions from throughout the week. I have them listed on a note card. And once we finish the rugby up, I'm going to roll some dice, and we're going to draw those characters, depending on which ones the dice choose. If you have a new suggestion you'd like to add to the list, you're very welcome to. I will add it to the list, and the dice god might be favorable to you. But other than that, yeah, that's our plan for the day. We're just going to hang out. It's a Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
TGIF.
And I'm feeling alive. Everybody can go listen to the K-Flay song if they want.
Oh, I think I know what the weird thing about Gaelic football is.
Okay.
Their ball looks like a volleyball.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. So it's not like a oval shape like a rugby ball or football, but like a soccer ball that you run around with.
Yeah, there was something, because I was reading, I don't know if it was the Wikipedia article or what it was that I was reading. I think they said the Gaelic football was upset about being referred to as football. I can't remember, though. Happy Halloween! Thank you, Brian. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. We're drawing some rugbies. I'll draw a spooky rugby here, and we'll say it was for Halloween, just because. It's less than a year until next Halloween, so we're getting closer. Always getting closer to next Halloween. Yeah, there was something weird about Gaelic football that they were upset with the association for their naming, and I don't remember what it was. Oh well. Be specific, people. Instead of being pedantic, be specific.
Apparently, the umbrella term for all these sports is called mob. I just saw it.
Mob ball play?
Mob football.
Mob football, okay.
Where, like, you have, like, teams fighting over a ball.
Oh, is there individual football? Oh, is that like the Irish thing? Not Irish, I'm sorry, Italian thing? You have to, like, kick the ball at the wall?
Oh, yeah.
What is that called? It's like a hard leather ball, and it always like, I don't want to kick that. That looks like it hurt. Halloween is not a day or a calendar. Halloween is a state of mind. That's fair. You know what? I can't dispute that. I think that's you've opened my mind. We are doing the super chat side quest, Bri. So would you like to choose a goblin or a rugby or a kobold as a class of your choice? Lord Dio, hello. I'm gonna put a mushroom on his head. We are back to Will Savino's wonderful D&D music. We were listening to some Wintergatan on Monday. That was fun. Probably do that again in the future. Go check both of them out. Should be links below. Here we go. See if we can add some sweet, really fast goblin feet here. Meow, 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 meow. Is that a rugby? It is a rugby. This is a mind-controlled mushroom rugby.
Oh no.
Which I feel like...
Spore zombie.
No, it's a spore bee. Oh yeah, there's a Last of Us series coming out. That might be good.
I think it's on HBO.
I'm not sure. Sounds about right though.
I just found out today that there's a director's cut of Stargate the movie. I was like,
What?
I need to watch this one day.
Yeah. It's just like 45 minutes of raw, like, pontificating.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it's like, I always really don't like when, I get why they do it, because no one wants to sit in a theater for like 40 extra minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, some movies need that 40 extra minutes for the whole movie to make sense.
Yeah. I noticed something when I worked at the video store. There are a handful of director cut films out there that like didn't get the director's cut until it went to DVD, and they did that to skirt the rating because they either they wanted to put something in the movie that was either just like way too inappropriate, or the company that was producing the movie was like, this has to be PG-13, and they're like, well, we want it to be an R-rated movie. They're like, no, we're not gonna let you do that. So they would just release it as an unrated director's cut after the fact, and really all it adds is like 5 minutes of cursing and boobs, and it's like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah. Because the main movie I think needed the director's cut was Kingdom of Heaven by Ridley Scott.
I've heard that. Maybe you talked to me about that before.
Maybe. Because when you watch it, the normal one they released to DVD, it's very odd and kind of disjointed. Probably why it flopped as a movie. And then when, like 2 years later, Ridley Scott released the director's cut of it, and it's like, oh, everything makes sense now.
Yeah. Same thing happened with the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League. Honestly, I don't think it would have been good the first way around, because it works much better as like a mini series.
Yeah.
And so I think he got a boon by letting it be released as a video and being like, no, I really want to make this into a tiny series. So he broke it into 6 parts. I think it's like 6 to 8 hours long or something like that at the end of it, but it makes so much more cohesive sense when you tell the story that way. So I'm glad they did that. Oni, hello. I'm sorry you fell asleep. I hope you're doing all right. Maybe make his pupils swirly. Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to get at, and I flubbed it up.
Hypno rugby. I definitely have seen like a decline in miniseries.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you're gonna make a miniseries, you might as well just make a series. Like,
yeah. Though I say that, but then I think House of the Dragon is essentially a miniseries, and so was Rings of Power.
Yeah, I mean, I think the denotion for me for a miniseries is like 6 episodes. 6 episodes or less to me is a miniseries, because it's like, this is too long for a movie, but it really shouldn't be told as like 2 individual movies. Did Rugby do drug? No, Rugby just got shroomed again. It happens from time to time. He put the left the wrong bottle open in the lab, and the Mike and it's got out.
This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
He's a spore druid. Have a bottle episode where Rugby's rug costume gets reanimated. He has to fight it.
Oh no! Get off!
I think that's a pretty good rugby. I'm pretty warm. I think that's pretty warmed up for me now. Feel pretty warmed up. That's the way I wanted to say that. What exactly is a rugby? Rugby is a goblin wearing a bugbear rug as a costume. So he's a tiny bugbear. Well, he's a tiny goblin disguised as a bugbear. It's a better way to say it. But it was just like it was just a rug. It was just a rug. That's why he's a rugby. He's a bugbear rug. That's pretty much all there is to it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. He's also a stock boy. He works at the kobold vendor's shop. He has an arch nemesis named Pugby, who works across the street. I don't think Rugby cares about Pugby, but Pugby very much does not like Pugby. It's like plankton. That's why I can't see his arms, because there's no armholes in the rug. Drawing kind of swirly hair is pretty fun. I love shading with like lots of lines in hair, so it's fun to draw for me. Yeah, I like drawing curly hair. It's really good. All hair to be clumped. It's good stuff. All right, I think that's pretty good. I think we're gonna start. I don't have too many today. I mean, I say that, but we have more than 10 for sure. But last week we had like 30, so I'm not super worried about it. Yeah, I got 15 today, so let's go from there. Yep. A 10. A Harengon monk that controls and lives among the shadows, stealing from the corrupt and giving to the downtrodden. So it's like Robin Hood, but edgy? My hair is a swirly mess, so I can offer you mine as a tribute. It definitely inherited some curly hair. But for the most part, I don't let it get long enough that you can really tell. But the hair do poof. All right, so we got a shadow Harengon monk. We can do that. Tin Can Whiplash, hello. Doing well, how are you? I feel like a shadow monk Harengon might have either like laid back ears or like floppy ears. What do people think about that? Reminds me of Other Mother from Caroline. The button eyes were a good call. What's happening? Oh no. There we go. My keyboard got smooshed. And the screen just started shifting. Floppy all the way. All right, we can do some floppy ears. Edgelord Bun.
Did you say Edgelord Bun?
I did. It's a shadow monk that robs rich people.
Oh. So a folk hero.
Yep. I love Caroline. It's a really fun movie, to be honest. I haven't read the book yet, but I plan to read it. It's a good book. Good book, good movie. How many characters do you have left? 13. We have a lot. What's up? One hello, hello. June, the shadow touched Bun Bun sounds like an edgelord gamer tag. Exactly, yeah. One of my favorite gamer tags of someone I've ever met. And if you exist in the world, hey, props to you. When I used to play Halo on like Xbox years and years and years ago, there was someone named Cat Grenade, and I thought that was hilarious. So I added them as a friend, and I never talked to them again. And I think they're probably the only friend I have on Xbox Live. But if you're out there, Cat Grenade, thanks for making an impression. Good stuff. Embrace the shadows. Red Arctic Fox, I'm doing pretty good. Recovering from Thanksgiving pretty well. This was my first Thanksgiving of not eating any dairy, so that was fun. Many, many pies were absconded from.
I think the only thing I can think of that we had dairy in was just the mashed potatoes.
Yep, mashed potatoes is the one thing I ate. I probably shouldn't have, but you know, I did all right. Then there was the green bean casserole, and then there was a cheesecake. And then there was, I think there were a few other things, but I was just like, I'm just not gonna eat that. Salads, there were some Jello salads that I couldn't eat.
Ranch dressing for you.
Yep. I tried to make ranch dressing the other day with what was it? I was gonna use some Greek yogurt instead of sour cream, but then my Greek yogurt went bad because I hadn't eaten it for a while. So I was like, all right, I won't use that. I'll use something else, and it did not work. What was it? I don't remember what's. Which is bad, because now I'll probably try it again another day. What class is this Bun Bun? Yeah, this is a Shadow Monk. The Shadow Monk, Shadow Monk Edgelord. I mean, Folk Hero. What did I try to make that out of? Man, that's going to bother me now. Oh, I used oat milk. That didn't work as well as I'd want. But you think it would? I think I used oat milk and mayo, and it wasn't the same. So I'm gonna try it again with the Greek yogurt. Let's see what happens. Do you ever just accidentally keep drawing thick men? No. I sometimes accidentally draw thick women. That's more my style. I draw big beefy boys without thinking about it. What's wrong with these shoulders? I used to accidentally draw skulls too much, which I don't think was a bad thing, because really what it was just me drawing under structure. And I think it's probably a good thing. So I'm not too upset about that. But I have gotten better at it. I think a lot of it is like absent-mindedly drawing. There we go. Isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's a different thing than actively engaging in the creative process. Yes. So like, I've come up with a lot of good stuff that's just kind of absently drawn. But when I do commissions, like I really have to sit down and think about it, because otherwise it might not be anything at all what they want, right? And so it usually takes me a lot longer when I'm not just absently sketching. So that's got a whole thing to it. I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife yesterday. That was really good. I liked that a lot. Don't get me wrong, I liked the remake that they did a few years ago. I thought it was funny. But it didn't have the same Ghostbuster vibe to it. Afterlife definitely did. Which I think is probably fair, because it's supposed to be a sequel, not a remake. And it felt so good. It felt really good. So I was happy about that. Thunder thighs. All thighs are thunder thighs. Dr. Random, hello. I'm doing well today. How are you? Playing Chivalry right now. That game is still up and going, huh? That surprises me. I mean, I haven't played it, but it's been around for a while. That's awesome. Catsplosion. Maybe we should give him like a... Ooh, okay, I have an idea. We're going to go for a couple layers. We're going to go a couple layers deep here. He's got a neck and a turtleneck. Yep.
And a turtleneck.
Also, his neck is a turtle. How to make someone more edgelord? Just lots of turtlenecks all the way down. Did Steve Jobs die? Can't remember now.
If Steve Jobs died?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's been dead for a while.
Yeah. I mean, not recently. Just like in general, I think he is dead. Correct. I was gonna say something bad about Steve Jobs because he had a turtleneck. I'm like, no, I think he died. And then I was like, did he though?
Yeah.
Like, of all the conspiracy theories that exist about like Walt Disney and Hitler, which
still being alive.
Don't look that up. That's a thing. I'll just trust me on that. Yeah, I'm surprised Steve Jobs isn't like a robot somewhere. Or at least like people aren't saying that.
I mean, that probably is a thing.
But people aren't talking about it. Maybe the AI is just like erasing any information about it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's generally, for that stuff, it's generally like famous actors or musicians that seemingly died young.
Yeah.
But people fail to realize, like,
people die.
They had issues.
Yeah. Elvis did a lot of drugs.
Yeah. And ate a lot of food.
Yeah. Elvis was not in a good trajectory for long living. Then again, like, neither was Keith Richards, and he's still kicking. So who knows?
He's a lich.
Yeah, some people
He's
just
just a lich that makes good music.
got it.
Or he's just incredibly lucky.
Someone was saying that like all the drugs he did just pickled him, so like nothing can made him immune. Made him immune to a lot of diseases.
Yeah, I always hear people are like, "Well, look at Keith Richards." I was like, "Don't look at,
Yeah,
don't see him as an
Keith
idol.
Richards. Look at him.
Do you want to?" It's like he's lived a long life and he's done everything under the sun. It's like, yeah, but look at him though.
All right, first off, let's see. Ambrosia rolled a 7. What do I get to draw? A coconut octopus encased in a clam-shaped shield of energy. Oh, arcane energy. Plasmoid abjuration wizard.
Coconut. Almost said shrimp.
Coconut shrimp, yeah. Coconut shrimp inside of an orb of arcane energy.
My least favorite type of.
So I think it's a legit octopus, like an octopus that is.
Yeah.
For there. Lord Dio asks tips on drawing muscles. The same thing as everything else. Reference first, and references the muscles you want to use in the position they want to use them in. So like, don't just look up muscle strands. Look up like flexing muscles if you need to draw flexing muscles. And beyond that, it's just breaking everything down. I love drawing arms, and I've drawn a lot of them. And that's just because they're interesting. Like, that's what I wanted to practice. And I'm not quite where I want it to be, but I'm getting there. I am getting there. Sometimes it's good to start with the bones, just so you understand, what you're actually drawing. And then, start connecting your muscles. I think a lot of people don't realize where muscles actually connect to things. And that's kind of important. Something good to learn. Something good to learn. Yeah.
There's apparently a coconut octopus.
Coconut octopus in the Discord. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because apparently they get their names because they will, like,
use coconut shells?
Live in coconut shells or seashells that they can find.
Pretty tough. What if it has no bones? We're trying to draw muscles with no bones? Because then that's just a tentacle. You didn't ask me how to draw tentacles. You asked me how to draw muscles. What did I say? Don't be pedantic, be specific.
Well, actually.
Bones make those muscles pop. They look good. Suppose if there's a situation in which you don't have bones, but you have muscles and you don't have a tentacle. Not all muscles are attached to bones. Is that true? Hold on, let me think of one. Give me one, Dr. Random. In a case that is not included, like someone casts a Harry Potter spell and you now have no bones. Because in that case, you just draw noodles. Done.
Sharks. Because it's cartilage.
Yeah.
Not an actual bone. So.
And how do you draw a shark? You just draw two. You don't draw a 6-pack on a shark.
Unless it's king shark.
True, but king shark has bones. So
Yeah.
I guess you have some muscles on your face, but like they're, as far as I can tell, I think they're all attached to different
The
joints.
tongue.
Yeah. Because ligaments are attachments. Well, yeah, okay, the tongue's a good one. It's not attached directly to a bone. That's fair. But it is attached to your larynx, which is not technically a bone. But that's, once again, not... We're being pedantic now. We're not being specific.
Yep.
The question could be more specific to negate this issue. What was the second thing in my prompt? I already kind of forgot. It's an abjuration wizard, so it lives in a seashell bubble of magic.
Giant clam.
The entirety of the cephalopods or invertebrates, see smooth muscle is vertebrates. But that, once again, I think is that's a noodle. That's a noodle in a tube. So, once again, the question could be more specific to negate this argument, which I think is fine.
How do you draw a tentacle?
Swirly whoop, and then draw a tube. Swirly whoop and tube. Yeah, all muscles are tubes. You just got to figure out where to connect them and make them look right. Which I think is the question. How do you make muscles look good? You wrap them. You wrap them around the bones. And then you wrap them around each other.
Support structure is in place.
Yeah. Maybe it should be prevent pedanticism by being specific. Maybe that's a better way to say it. Because, like, yeah, and now I'm thinking about squid. Squid have some very strange muscle structures. They have, like... God, none of it makes any sense. Blah, 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 blah.
Also, they live in an environment that probably allows for their weird muscle structure.
Yeah, like you don't need a nice bone structure when you live in like a floating contrast material of structure.
Yeah.
I was just being difficult because it wasn't specified muscle structure. Yeah, pedanticism. It's okay. I understand, and I appreciate the information. Don't get me wrong, Dr. Rand. I appreciate it. But also, if you be difficult, I'm going to give you shit. That's the rules. Them's the rules. What else can I do to make a shadow monk look more shadow monkey? Not like a monkey of shadow, but like shadow monkish. Fair is fair. Yeah.
Kunai. Or shuriken.
He's just got a shuriken stuck in his head. Like, I'm not a good monk. Oh man, that South Park episode is terrifying.
There's this really bad physics thing called ricochet that it just ricocheted back into my head after Nat 1.
Like in the book or something? Just making a joke.
Just making a joke.
Okay, because I would totally be fine with that. Ranged attack Nat 1s is like chance to ricochet. Roll a die. See who gets hit by it.
There's actually a whole feat tree for the gunslinger built around ricocheting
Nice.
bullets.
It just gets rid of cover, right?
Like
it reduces.
I think that's like the initial benefit of it, but you could eventually like have it through fantasy magic and roleplay. You can have it like ricochet off different people.
Nice. Multi-shot.
Started watching Warehouse 13 again.
That's good.
God, I love the show.
Yeah. I like Warehouse 13. Think about how to make this look like an abjuration wizard. I was thinking of something like... Whoop. Maybe they're floating in water. Which you wouldn't really have to draw, but... Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. That's a challenging thing to draw. I constantly struggle with that when people want like the bear and the like the Herringon is easy, right? Because it's just big bunny people, fine. But when people want something like, I really like the polar bear idea as a character and like playing like, oh, it's a cat that's a wizard. It's like, that's great. I love it. I love the idea. How do I draw that? Because I could just draw a cat. But like, how do you fantasy it up? That's the challenge. Something I always have to fight with.
If that ever comes up, I have references for that for you.
Wizard cats?
Yeah.
Wizard cat?
There's wizard cats and Elder Scrolls Online.
Ah. Nothing's more
Like,
terrifying than a
like,
wizard cat. Meow.
They're about like the size of like a Maine Coon.
Okay.
House cat.
Yeah.
So, but they can talk, and they wear like very fancy clothing and turbans.
Funny. I dig it.
I was gonna say you could always add like, I don't know, shielding runes on its tentacles.
Ooh, that would be cool too, yeah. Especially an abjuration octopus. Just have different tentacles with different spells on it.
Yeah.
I really like the kunai shape concept thing. It's complete and utter bullshit the way they use it in Naruto, but like,
Oh yeah.
I just love like it's a spade is what it is. It's a really old spade, and I just really like it. Partially because I do like shovels too, and I'm just like, yes, this is a danger shovel. This is what I'm into.
Probably a real big fan of the monk spades then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Super into it. I always thought it was really funny that in Journey to the West, Brother Pig has a rake. And I'm like, why not a shovel? But then there are other people in there that have like big shovels and big peels, like cooking peels. And I was just like, yeah. I dig it.
I think the water spirit guy has a monk spade. I know in English it gets translated as Sandy.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember why that was. I always forget his name because it's weird.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the really old naming conventions are like the parent of the monk's name is like Golden Cicada. It's like direct to English translation of the Chinese name, but it's like
I think the translation I have, they just call her the Buddha Vista. It's just a female Buddha, which is fine. But like that's what they call it. They don't give her any other name than that. It's just like, all right. So, what do you think the largest organ in the human body is? Skin? I'm gonna guess skin. Are we going by weight or by volume? Maybe that might not matter. I think it's skin both ways.
Yeah.
The intestinal tract is the longest if you stretched it out. Well, maybe not. Which is longer, your intestine or your veins if you stretched them out end to end? I guess end to end you'd have to like cut them. The intestine would be the longest.
By volume.
Strat, not my biggest organ. There you go. Was that a music joke or a penis joke? Because both would be acceptable in that situation, I think. Good old big dick Strahd. The veins are the longest if stretched. Okay. But not the intestine. Interesting. I thought your intestines could like go to the moon or some shit.
The human body is a wonder, for sure.
Oh yeah. Twice? Of course. Liver? I think your liver is... Yeah, assuming you're not talking about the skin, which is technically an organ.
Yep.
If you're talking about internal organs, I would also guess the liver. The liver's pretty big. It's heavy and dense. It's full blood. Don't eat liver, people. Unless you're like deficient in something, just don't eat your liver. It's a bad day.
You say don't eat your own liver.
Well, not your own liver. Like, I meant like, you know, eat your vegetables. Don't eat your liver. Like, just find something else to do with it. But probably also don't eat your own liver.
Fried up with onions, delicious.
Idea for an undead PC that uses his intestines as a weapon. I actually had to draw that the other day. What was that?
That's a spell in Pathfinder.
It is a spell in Pathfinder. That's what I was thinking about.
Yep. Inside rope or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
That's like gross.
I think I drew a Warforged that used their guts as like a whip. That might have been what it was. It might have been an undead, though. I'm not sure. I think I've drawn this bun long enough. I think we're going to move on to the next one. That's a good character, though. I like it. He's a monk, so he should have a bigger belt, but whatever. He's a little crooked, so we're gonna erase some of this stuff.
Little cattywampus.
Bip bip. Go on to the next one here. May I please suggest a Minotaur man, conquest paladin, in a breastplate with a katana?
Nice.
Samurai Minotaur, I like it. The Shadow Monk Herringon looks great. Nice, thank you, Tin Can. Ooh, it got really cold in here all of a sudden. Weird. Apparently it's supposed to snow all next week.
It's actually supposed to rain for us.
It must have stolen all of our heat.
It has been an abnormally warm Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, ours has been pretty cold. Pretty cold and
It
wet.
was like 64 yesterday, Fahrenheit.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Wow.
Wow. Schmoot. I forgot what cows look like. This happens from time to time. I think it's like this. And then I go like this. That's cow. I rolled a 10 now. Female Dwarven Ice Mage.
made you a cow.
Moo, bitch. Oh, Markiplier. That's actually, I think, one of the first Markiplier videos I ever saw, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start watching this guy. That'd be great.
What's funny is he actually hates those videos.
Oh, I
You
don't
know,
doubt it.
his most. It's like I have all this other content, but this one.
What was the cat one? Why do I keep
Meow.
wasting my life on these videos? A woof.
I think the only thing I've consistently watched from Mark was his try not to laugh challenge videos.
Yeah, I used to watch those. He does a good job with those.
Because it reminds me of the good old days of watching Vines.
Sure. I really like watching Jacksepticeye do those. I don't watch Jack play a lot of games anymore. He likes to do the whole game in one go. So it's like, I don't have 3 hours to sit down and watch this right now.
I don't watch a lot of gaming people.
I generally wake up and like watch Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link, and then I'll watch like Mark will do like 3 scary games. Those are really nice. Those are fun because it's like I'm never gonna play these games, and they're like 20-minute long games. So that's kind of the only way I'm gonna actually consume the media. But when they play something like Bloodborne, it's like I don't care about this.
That's a lie for me. I do watch one gaming channel. That's Rage Gaming.
Rage Gaming.
This is the name of the channel. It's 3 guys.
I have an elaborate and great relationship with my DM because we create the most whack NPCs and PCs that get shoved into our game. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty good thinking. Cool. I hate whatever I'm drawing here.
We'll fix it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it. I need like a Himalayan.
A yak?
Yeah, I need a yak. I think this eye's in the wrong spot, and this ward is in the wrong spot. We're gonna move this down. I think I'm gonna go bonkers with the horns. I think that's my plan now.
Yak's coming up.
Watch the Game Grumps.
Don't actually live too far from a yak farm.
I think I watched the Game Grumps for Dan, which is not, no shade against Aaron, but like when Dan plays video games, it just makes me happy.
Some yaks.
They were playing something this morning, and I had to turn it off. It's just like, oh my god. They were playing what looked like a VR clone of Played Up. And the whole premise was you had to cook the food. And in the very first tutorial thing they did, it said, make sure you cook the buns. And then they just never did, and they kept failing, and they just stopped caring about why they were failing. And it's like, you guys, you have to cook the buns. That's literally, they even cooked the buns once, and then just didn't care. They're like, oh, you can cook those, that's cool. I'm like, oh my god. So, I got very frustrated, I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Ooh.
So, like, there's definitely a limit. The amount of bullshit I will put up with on a game stream, but
I found the perfect horn for this Minotaur.
okay. Oh boy, that looks not normal. I think that cow is probably very unhappy.
Well, it's yak with world longest horns pokes his way into Guinness World Records.
I have a disease. Blah.
Which honestly is not that hard to get into Guinness World Records if you have enough money.
Yeah. I started looking into that kind of stuff when I was younger. I was really into that kind of like I don't want to say weird and macabre, but like
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
yeah,
nonsense.
Ripley's Believe It or Not was great. And I owned a couple of the Guinness record books just because it was like these are really interesting. Like these are the extent to the human things you can push. But then it started becoming like the most pogo stick jumping backwards down a road, and it's like that's not okay. Whatever. Like I want interesting facts, not gimmicks. That one's actually that's pretty cool. I like those horns, but that does not look healthy or natural for that cow, and I'm kind of worried about it.
Yeah. I say it probably when it was young, probably had something happen to its horns to grow downwards like that, because yak horns generally grow up.
It most likely has a mutation that is one stopping the like overproducing the growth quality of the horns, and then two, going the wrong directions. That happens. Did you know that humans are supposed to have a determinate hair length?
What do you mean?
Like gorillas don't have ponytails, right? And the hair on your arms doesn't grow infinitely. There's a weird mutation for human hair to be able to grow like down to your butt. There's a point at which your hair gets so long that your body's like, oh, don't need it, and it's like it's too long and it falls out. Like it's not supposed to last that long. So people that can grow their hair really, really long, it's genetic. It's genetic that they can do that, and some people just can't. So I thought that was interesting. It's not like particularly helpful or like good. It's not wholly unique because lots of people have long hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a specific genetic thing that allows you to grow your hair long, which is kind of cool.
Maybe just a lot of our ancestors, like people with long hair, so.
Mm-hmm. We have indeterminate hair growth, but only on our heads. Kind of cool. Hello, cat. You gonna sit in front of the heater? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. I forgot what I was drawing because I got so distracted with these horns. Breastplate. Samurai? Did it say samurai sword?
Yeah. Katana, it's a Oath of Conquest paladin.
I think I was the one that threw samurai in there. That was my own invention.
This is pretty neat.
Oath of Conquest?
Mm-hmm.
It feels very much like it enables the lawful stupid player. I don't know how I feel about that. But it's good build. It feels very paladin-y.
Yeah. Like, I don't really care for, like, its tenets. I really kind of like the abilities it gets, like, based around fear and, like, a lot of, like, deterrent auras that it gets.
Well, Skip Cat, you have a back. Your back is out of line. I'm going to take you to the chiropractor.
Very much a character for a evil campaign.
Yeah. My voice channel isn't locked. Thank you for that. Let me look at this. What is happening here? Let me double check. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. F's in chat. Wake everybody up. I kind of hate this still. I'm gonna start over. I think I struggled too much on these horns. I wanna draw some like sweet Jonas horns. But he's so good at it. Cute cat. You're fine. Maybe they didn't get fed before. Maybe we should run and feed the cats and let everybody stretch, get a drink, use the restroom. Cat horns don't usually go forward, do they?
Say what? I was paying attention.
That's alright. You know, it's Friday afternoon. People are calling it. I get it. Everyone's checking out.
I was reading something. I was like, huh? What?
I think I need to go feed the cats real quick. So everyone hang tight. But I like that shape. We'll come back and we'll draw this Minotaur. Can you guys hear the skip cat? He's just like, please. I'm dying.
Feed me.
Please. Yeah. Okay. Chill, cat. Oh, I just made him a pig. Stop scratching me. What? Alright, I gotta go feed this cat. I'll be right back. Hang tight. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Come on, cat. Okay, let's draw this cow. Let's draw this cowboy. This cowboy? Oh no, that's not good. There we go. My chair's doing some weird stuff. Hope it doesn't break again. My rolly chair, I finally am able to roll around it again because it wasn't working a little while back. I had to smack the pipe out with a hammer and then rebuild the connection point for it. So it's now held together with a bunch of paracord. There's a mutation in the hair that grows all over the body, including the face, known as hypertrichosis. Trichose? Yeah, why not? Oh, yeah, also known as werewolf syndrome. Yep, that's in a Guinness book. The pair of brothers that has it. I can't draw minotaurs today, apparently. You know what that means? Maybe people don't know what that means. That means we gotta derp it. We gotta derp it up. When the real picture won't come, we have to... We have to reset the brain. So what's some of the special abilities of a Conquest Paladin? Uh-oh. Did Corvus go for a break? That's fine. What's everybody's favorite type of Paladin? There's a Freedom Paladin in Pathfinder. I really like that one. It's fun. I actually really like this gal. Moo. See, that's all you gotta do sometimes. You just gotta reset your brain. Do people use katanas in D&D? Skip Cat, what are you doing? Why are you on the desk? I'm just here to cause trouble. Do you need some cuddles? Need the Skip Cat screeches? I think he just really wants tuna treats. Even though he literally just ate. He's like, no. Oh, no, apparently he just needed some scritches and now he's going to bed. Hello. I feel like I've forgotten how to draw. You know, there's a thing that happens. How much cow do you put into a minotaur? How much person? Oh, hell yeah, there we go. I think what I was forgetting last time was the ears, so I gotta make sure I get the ears in here. Yep, that did it. She was exhibited as an attraction. That's a bummer. Yeah, the circuses were not cool to people.
What is it?
We were talking about the werewolf genetic disorder thing. That makes your hair grow everywhere. Yeah. And would eventually retire. She died of bronchial pneumonia in 1933. Bummer. Pneumonia sucks. I've had pneumonia before. Many times. Not cool. Monster races rarely see fun to play and draw. Monster races seem really fun to play and draw. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If you have not played a monster race, I highly recommend it. Very fun. It's also different. It's a different kind of play. Because you are...
essentially normal situations like shopping in towns becomes roleplay events. Beyond just like, I'm going to haggle for price. It's like, I need to haggle to get into the store. The guards don't trust me for some reason because I'm a giant crab monster. So, yeah, lots of fun little stuff you can do in those situations. Kevin the Necromancer didn't get to go to a shop until he was like level 12 or so. And by the time he got there, he'd had this huge horde of stuff. Because every time he snuck into a town, people were like, ah, the undead! It was pretty great. Pretty great. Am I not drawing enough neck? Do I need to draw more cow neck? Is that what's happening here?
Yes.
I like the idea that Minotaurs just refuse to wear anything on their chest. So he has a chest plate, but it's like he's just carrying it. The breastplate shield.
You good, Skip Cat? Making kitty biscuits? Such a happy cat. I got so much food.
Oh my. I should get the cat cam back up and running. Oculus co-founder makes a VR headset that destroys the user's brain when they lose. I heard about that. I kind of don't believe it.
That sounds like Reddit creepypasta.
Yeah, it sounds like Reddit creepypasta. Not to mention, like, there's so many different connotations with that. Yeah. I am not one to make light of self-harm. And so I'm not a big fan of that. One being real or two being a joke. Both are bad situations. That's been that kind of die in the game, die in real life thing has been around for a long time. Oh, the X-Files did a show on it.
How do you keep getting on this playlist? Yeah. I'm not a fan of this song. Too much organ.
Delete from playlist.
Yep. I think I keep forgetting to save the playlist after I delete it. What type of samurai armor will the Minotaur be wearing?
It said a breastplate, and I think it said katana, and I wanted to give it samurai armor. So I might do a steel breastplate just to keep face. I feel like a Minotaur should have like a Uchi, those are the big katanas. Uchi katana? Is that right?
No, an Odachi.
Odachi. Okay, there we go.
Uji katana is just the normal katana.
Ah, okay. What about Uchiha? Is that bigger?
Never heard that one.
Okay, I might just be wrong. I might be mixing way too many game things in my brain.
Maybe. There's like an Odachi and there's also like a Nodachi.
Do a flip, Hash Brown. You got it. Oh, actually, can I do that? I think if I do a flip, I don't think it actually flips in the... I have to do it inside of... Yep. I'm flipping in both places, I promise. But I have to flip it inside of OBS as well, so give me a second. Can I flip it? Right click, interact, flip. Boom. Okay. Everything's backwards now. It's great. Thank you, Ash Brown. Oh yeah, what were you saying? There's a regular size katana?
Yeah, so like the Uji katana is just like another name for like the normal size one.
Okay.
Then there's like odachis are sometimes referred to as a nodachi
Gotcha.
in the end. But I'm not exactly sure if there's a difference between two or just two different names for the same sword, which is very common in history.
Yeah, Uchigatara. Okay, got it. Mayonnaise will remember these efforts. They'd better.
You better appreciate it. Yes. It gotta be.
Oops, I flipped it, and I think I put the... No, I haven't done the shading yet, so yeah, that's fine.
Put the shading on the wrong side. Un paladin.
What time is it?
12:48, not bad. Not too bad.
Is the Minotaur wearing Goku clothing?
Making fun of my pointy shoulder pads? No, he's just got really big arms. That's really what I was going for. Minotaurs be big.
They are the beef.
Where to beef? The Minotaur's got it. Got all of it.
Jason Momoa was in Baywatch? What?
Who?
Jason
Oh,
Momoa,
yeah.
Aquaman. I didn't know he was in Baywatch.
Movie or the show or the movie?
There've been a bunch.
Does not specify. It just says Baywatch.
Hmm.
I mean, the series, Baywatch.
Oh, yeah. I believe it.
I want to give him like a chin beard here. I have done something very horribly wrong with this cow nose. Woo, bitch. That's my boy. Yeah. Scared me there. Maybe this is Goku clothes. Super Saiyan belt, yeah. I really dig the straight, like, katanas that are in the just straight block of wood. Oh, it's so pretty. Ja, 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 ja. Kodachi are smaller straight katanas used by the ancient class. Twilight Samurai. I remember it being a good movie, but I haven't watched it in 15 years, so who knows? I was watching something the other day, and the guy was making an argument that swords are kind of shit. And I was like, but I love swords. And he's making the argument that swords were always a backup weapon and or ornamental. Because really, you should have a lance or a pole or a bow. Very few people ever had like a primary sword unless they were poor. It's just like, here, take this. Try not to die. It's like, with the contrast that like Rome's base set was the shield sword and the spear, but the sword was used more for just general living than actual war combat. Like the sword was a backup. That's kind of an interesting concept. It's like the thing that we think of as like the main primary weapon for a lot of characters.
Swords being secondary weapons.
Yeah.
People wanted that range.
Yeah, man. Should we make this just like all the way across his body? Just have it be huge. Ambrosia, if you're still around, thank you for drawing with us today. I appreciate it. Dun, 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 dun. Jason Momoa have short hair in Baywatch? I vaguely remember that.
And Baywatch was like a cultural phenomenon. Gotta respect the Hasselhoff.
Back again.
Welcome back.
Getting handballs.
Getting handballs? What?
You do you not know what a handball is?
No. Was that like a meatball made out of ham?
No, it's like cream cheese, green onions, and ham mixed together in shape of a ball.
Oh, that's just a cheese ball.
We
Put it
call
out
it a
like
handball.
crackers?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't think I've ever called it a handball. Man, I love cream cheese. So sad. I have to train my body to eat cheese again somehow. Okay, I think this is pretty good. I think we're going to do one more, and then we'll probably call it today. We'll make sure to put the post up again. Oh, am I going to be around next Wednesday? I believe so. I think I will. I'm going to take next Thursday and Friday off. But I think we'll be around for Wednesday. So I'll post another one of these on Sunday. Sunday or Monday. We can set that up, and that'll be fun. And I might do a live stream on Monday again to try to finish up the Patreon tokens. If you are not a member of Patreon, go check that out. You get stickers, access to character art, and tokens, and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. Whenever we do a video, as well as monthly live streams, which I think we're going to start doing here on YouTube. I think that'll be fun. Yep. You also get access to some stuff in the Discord, Patreon only chat, as well as some saucy stuff, because I don't know where else to put it. Okay. I just realized now that this arm would be covering this up. All right, let's get this last one done, and then we'll call it a day. Roll them dice. We did a lot. I'm happy about that. Satyr Druid, female Satyr Druid with moose antlers and ears instead of goat horns and ears. Okay. Legs are white furred moose legs up to the knee. That sounds terrifying to me.
Oh,
Just
giant satyr.
Yeah.
Is a tree branch staff. The wedding ring. All right. See how much of that we can draw.
A white moose, huh? How long do you think the stream will be? I'll probably be streaming for another half an hour or so. Probably do 20-30 minutes on this and then call it. Unless we get some something to divert us, like a mini commission or something. which I'm not too worried about. I feel like I want to make her really tall since she's a moose. It's like super long neck. I never run out of space. Run out of space. So here's the other weird thing about moose, right? Like, moose have shoulder, then knee, then foot. So is this the knee, or is this the knee? So I guess I should do that. How am I going to fit?
LeBron James of satyrs.
Yeah, seriously. Guess we're drawing some more big moose horns.
There's also a white moose in the chat.
Oh, is there? Oh, I can't see it. That's weird. Oh, my chat stopped scrolling. Aha! Hashround posted a thing. Uchi, Katana, Adachi. Okay. Wakasashis are my favorite. Wakasashis and Kudashis. I love them. Kudashis. Kanto blades. Yeah, those are awesome. Okay. Okay, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
White moose, scary.
that particular video where that GIF is from went around the internet a couple of times this past year.
Prepare for the end. What are we drawing, Lord Dio? We are drawing a moose satyr. This is what I believe we are drawing. Satars. Moose guitars. Can I get a picture of oh no, Fernie in the chat? I love Fernie's hair. I want to try to copy that.
Bernie.
Is that not the right name in Critical Role?
Oh, Fern.
Is it Fern?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it was a joke. Birdie and Fernie.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Fear me, for I am moose. I had to watch football yesterday, but I also watched like a dog show. There are big dogs that exist.
They are terrifying.
There's you a Fernie close up.
Thank you. It's almost like Art Deco, and I love it.
Yeah. Also like the fact that her staff is like the staff of the adder, but it's like subtly hidden.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that. That's funny.
Like, oh, there's snakes.
There's snakes in my boots. Yeah, we're basically just going to draw Fernie here.
Moose antlers.
With moose antlers.
someone who knows soccer, how can someone win a game 0-0?
That is a good question.
Because the US team won today against England, and it was 0-0. It's like, how?
Yeah, I'd be interested to know that too. Maybe they just performed better?
Maybe it ended on their turn, so they get the weird non-existent point? I don't know.
Will the mouse have a humanoid face or a moose face?
I'm gonna give her a human. She's a satyr, so I'm assuming human face. If it's a minotaur, I would do moose face. That's generally my decision-making factor there.
That is a good rule of thumb for these type of things.
Is it Fey? Yes or no?
Yes, more human
More
or
human.
elf.
Yeah, more human or elf. Is it a monstrosity? Less human, more animal.
Oh boy, that's not how faces work. Hold on.
What do faces do?
I can't face today.
Just like every other day.
I've had those mornings. I can't face today.
The other problem is like trying to draw the whole legs and the horns make me just not have a lot of space left to put detail in. We're gonna have to go a little.
A little bit implied.
Implied face.
What was the staff? I forgot what the staff was supposed to be.
Tree branch.
What was it?
A cheap tree branch.
Oh, okay. That's easy enough.
A stick.
Commissions are open. If people would like to get a character drawn, prices are listed on the Discord. Feel free to message me there. And otherwise, we're going to be doing some fun stuff next month. Trying to do some giveaways. Drawing some cool stuff for the
next
Discord.
week.
What's that?
I.e. next week.
Yeah, next week. Taking some time off. I'm going to try to get some videos out before the end of the year. Been working on a few different ideas for shorts, and I keep struggling with it.
I feel like these horns have gotten too messy. That's not how the moose do.
That's how the mooses do.
Wait, do female moose have fuzzy horns?
I mean, they do have horns.
Yeah, but do they
I'm
shed them
sure.
every year? I'm not sure they do.
I'm not sure myself. No caribou don't. / reindeer.
Yeah.
It's fantasy. She can have 6 sets of antlers if you want her to. That's fair. That's also fair.
Dr. Random would argue otherwise, but that's his right to do so. Antlers are not bones. Maybe they are bones. Actually, I don't know. Atypical antlers.
Antlers, yes. Horns are no.
Put an eye on the antlers, and she starts converting into a Duke.
Wait, that's elk. I just did an elk horn, didn't I? Whatever. I think it looks cool.
Wilson squirrel.
Say squirt what?
You never watched Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Oh, yeah.
Capitalist propaganda at its height.
Dang it. Moose horns are tough.
You need a reference for moose antlers?
No, I'm gonna fake it.
Fake it till you make it.
They're essentially two separate conical scoops. All right, there's 2 scoops. You got the big scoop, and then you got the little scoop, and then they just kind of attach over here. So then, depending on how you rotate them, they look different. Ooh, it's rough. Ooh, it's rough. It's like this one should really be like, I think up, kind of in our face. That. So this part should actually be going this way, which I think is the thing that's confusing me.
Ooh, Sonic. Ooh, Sonic. Angry, but also kind of turned on? Question mark? Stupid Aaron Hansen. Corrupting my brain with Cape Trump memes. I really like this idea. Movesator sounds really cool. Ooh, boy. That is a cool skull. I think that's probably all we're going to get today. 120. It's a really fun idea. Probably draw more of that later, but that's all I got. I think we're going to call it there. Let's see. Yeah, what else is going on? I'm going to work on some videos tonight. Hopefully have some stuff for you next week. Monday or Tuesday, we will do the Patreon stream. Wednesday, we'll have another viewer suggestion. Yeah, that's it. Commissions are open. Go check out the Patreon page if you haven't yet, and because we'll have new stickers going out probably early next month. I have 2. I want to get the next video out, and then I'll have another 3rd sticker for that to send out as well. So should I get 3 stickers for that before the end of the year? And that's all I got. That's all I have for the day. Let's see if there's someone else we can raid. YouTube is letting us do that now, which is kind of fun. Any last questions or suggestions or stories people want to say before we bounce out of here? Nope. Nothing on here. Oh. Thank you again, everybody, for hanging out today. I do appreciate it. And I enjoy people chit-chatting and sending messages and having cool character ideas. Oh, man, I want to draw more of this so much. Maybe we should just start over and do this one more time. It's going to bother me all day unless I do something different. All right. We got another 30 minutes. I think what we're going to do is we're only going to do the bust, because trying to get the legs and everything in there is just like killing our ability to have any detail. So we're going to cheat super hard here. I shouldn't be doing this. I should go work on the other video, but I want to draw it so bad. So moose antlers should come out like the back of the head, I think. It's like right above the eye on the moose. Oh, it looks so mad. What did I do? So I almost want to do this. And then the top just goes straight and up, straight and up. And then the front comes straight and out. Like that. So we'll have a big old spoon right here. Okay, and now we need to draw all paint my cat decided he doesn't like anymore. Oh no. Cats are weird like that. They'll just decide, like, yeah, I don't want this food. It's like, you've eaten this every day for the last 10 years. Like, never again! I wonder if the food companies change something to make the cats just...
Might actually be it.
And no one will know. How will they know? Oh, the cats are gonna know.
Well, change this one little thing because it's cheaper.
Cats will know. Cats will always know. Okay. I like how my diversion was today. It was like, hey, we should draw another face. It's like, why do I do this to myself? What have I done? Am I crazy? They asked for moose ears instead of goat ears, but like those are pretty similar, right? Like
I would agree.
they look similar to me. I'm not sure what the
maybe
difference would be.
had in mind like the very droopy type of goat ear.
That could be. I could see that. I think at some point next month, I think I want to do a day where we just draw hair. That's it. Only hair. Just to try to get a better library of hair in my head.
All right, I think that's all I'm gonna get. Drew a face. I put horns on it. That's it. I feel better. I feel better about it. It's not perfect, but you know, it's something. It's probably still super sketchy, but it got the things that I was having issues with out of my head, so that's good. And probably added a few more things that will now bother me for the rest of the day, but that's okay. We might also have to draw faces. We might have to draw faces for a whole day again. I've drawn way too many masks lately. All right. I think I can call it there and be happy with this. And not have it torture me for the rest of the day. Thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. Thanks for indulging in my nonsensical redrawing of things. Thank you for all the wonderful suggestions. I do appreciate them. And yeah, we'll see everybody next week. That's all I got. Bye, everybody. Have a good weekend, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and enjoy your leftovers. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your ass on the table. We'll catch you next time.